Good morning, everybody. So I'm in a long already. I shared it in Discord, so I took this long. It hit the entry on the 15 minutes, and I'm longing all the way back up to the highs. So anybody that still wants to get in, you can actually. It's at the same point where I actually entered. I'm gonna get myself a drink. I'll be right back. I'm opening my other computer. I'll be right here, guys. Just give me a second. Putting a charge on my other computer. I ended on a 15 minute. This was a 15 minute for value gap actually, and we closed it all the way down. When I was online, actually, I saw a 5 minute gap and we stopped, so I actually ended it on this last 5 minute. It was actually in this candle when I shared it in Discord that I was in a long. It was 7:30, 7:34. It was actually exactly on this one. We actually came back at 8 o'clock right now, so it looks like it wants to head up higher right here. So I'm in a long right now. I took 1 hour off right here. That was about 2 that I got up. So I took 1 hour off, and my stops are at the same place because I need to keep it there. It's in my journal in big letters. Keep your stop where it is. And keep your trade open longer, so I'll let the rest play out. So this stop is like less than a half hour right now. And I'm actually aiming this to go up rather very high. So TP1, look at yesterday's TP1, that was right here on that 15 minute actually. So we hit my TP1, I was so sure of this one. That was a 400 point move up, but we missed by 20 points. Dude, I'm gonna remember this one for a long time. Nonetheless, a very clear reading on the market. And this, remember this guys, I'm doing this all without anything. I didn't understand how we got a 2 hour yet. Oh yeah. It was on a 5 minute base that I stopped. So this was a 5 minute entry. So I took this one entry here. So it was actually stop was at this low of the 5 minutes. It's not correct. It's actually here. It was my stop. So when I went up here to this high, I got 2 hour off of it. I took an hour profit, like I said, but it's a bit less than 2 hour. Well, I'm aiming at least for these highs, so this could be a very good trade. If you took it on a 15 minute base, yeah, you probably entered it right here. Your stop is here, and this still looks okay. We just came down. I was not online when that 15-minute got hit actually the first time, so I was only there. I took it a bit of it, understand what you did. Yeah, I fully understand that you couldn't understand that one. Never leave. But a good eye that you had, same idea still. So this looks to me like an internal structure that we're making to continue up higher. Recap of yesterday's trades. So if we know that we have to go to a certain area, like yesterday I was so sure that we will hit that, we do need to find a way to enter this along the way. I'm looking into it. Once I get a full answer to that one, without deviating too much from our plan that we actually are trading, so that we can take the trades no matter what. If I see them and they go along where they should go, that we can actually enter them no matter what, because we actually this was the full trade actually, so no matter what, this was a 400 point up, so anywhere along the way would have been a good entry if we just put our stop at that low. So I'm gonna keep that in mind for myself and for the next coming trades that we are taking. If we enter it, doesn't matter in which place we enter it, we just need to make sure that our stop is at a safe place that it should not return to. So next time I'll keep that in mind if we trade this continuation movement to the upside, that we actually can put it somewhere smart enough. We missed it on this one because of some explanation. We only had one more 15-minute entry and it was actually at 6 o'clock in the evening for me, but that was still a 2R at least that you could have taken on this one. So if you entered it just on this one, was still I believe a 2R, yeah, 2.6, so you don't need the full move. The last one would have been great too. Anthony asked me if it was still a possibility yesterday to enter anywhere from the down to the upside. It perfectly was. So going back to yesterday's trade, one more time. So this was just market structure to everybody. So we read the market clearly, how it moves. You learn this fully in the course. I explained 2 more extra lessons onto it the coming week. So I will keep doing this constantly until you learn all there is to learn about trading actually. The lessons will continue to grow. But only a very small one, so that you can actually easier get them in. I felt that like 2-hour lesson in one time was maybe a little bit much to take in one time, but still. It's the first time I'm making actually a trading course myself, so well, actually the second. But the first time like this actually I created it. It's 8:15, I'm gonna give it a bit more time right now until I see that warp form and see if we can that I can help a bit out, of course. If somebody has no idea why I took this, please ask so I can explain. It's a necessary thing that you actually understand why I do certain things. I love you all being here. You guys know I want to do this. Making sure that you guys can do it without me, not with me. That's the main idea that I still want to do. Making sure that you all learn from it and actually see how I do it so that you can repeat it over and over again for yourself. I was up actually exactly 1 hour right now. It was 233 cents. So on the account challenge, I'm on 51,600 and... Oh yeah. 15 off, 635 or something. And this top is worth like $40 at this point, so if it takes me out, I'm up a bit more than a half hour. So the main idea that we would tap first is exactly this 30-minute level right here that we have. So we can hang around this area for a bit. Still would love to see it move higher. Yeah, Veerle, I'm already in a trade. Morning. Yeah, we came in 5 minutes, so we came into this area. So this was 15 minutes stacked, this was a 5 minute, and I actually entered on 7:30. We do have a small opening gap under it, so I hope I'm not... Yeah, if you took that 15 minute, your stop should actually be here. So we came into a 15 minute for value gap, we're still trading in it, so you're still on time, so we're actually at the bottom almost of it. I'm in the same, I entered on a 1 hour for value gap. Oh, you entered on this one, just a bit higher. Yeah, I just took a lower, that's all. I wasn't online when that one entered from you. I was running outside. Yeah, we sit a lot after a computer and I need some exercise, so I do it in the morning, very early. So I already took my run. To get the energy and the blood streaming active, and then afterwards we do the rest. So the bootcamp website is getting out nicely, the movies are on it, so I'm happy. Next week it's going to be full launch. I got some nice upgrades coming for everybody for the bootcamp already in it. You guys are in it for life, so you guys are lucky ones. I have actually 2 or 3 more mental courses I will add to it, not by myself, actually by somebody else, but it's an extra. You guys get it for free, so it's worth $400, those courses, so you guys get an extra $400 for free. So anybody that ever buys lifetime member is gonna have access to those too. So you guys are gonna have a very great time and have a lot of fun of it. It's gonna be cheap, and it's only 20 spots at this price, guys. I'm not exaggerating. I'm upgrading every 20 people that are in it. I'm just gonna ask more because it's just gonna be more worth than you ever pay for it. So the person that actually we gave the meditation program from has a few very nice courses, and I believe I can actually add them to Discord once I upgrade it. So it costs me about $100 a year to upgrade that, and I believe then I can add them to Discord so you guys can all see them and download them for yourself, so you have them actually on hand, that you can actually study them anywhere you want. It's actually how to become a better self, a better you version is one of them. And the best option is actually if you are doing certain things and they're not good for you in life, or you feel that certain things should be different in life, how to change them. So, how to get certain outcomes. It's good for trading too because it gives you a clear idea how mentally prepared you have to be, or how mentally you have to change to get success in trading. So we cannot think like the 99%, we have to think like the 1% that actually makes a lot of money out of it. Now, once we breach this to the upside, I would love to see all breach to the upside. We have a huge potential going to that structure. Same for here yesterday, so we made break of structure, we made another break of structure, so we had small retesters, and this was a full retest actually from this break. So here we made the first huge break, and here we actually never had retests. So if we watch this full move, what did we came back? Fair value of price, even a bit lower, and then we're now supposed to continue high. That would be again the same. If we take this move, we can back down. So if we don't go up further from here, and we tap that last fair value gap from yesterday that's still open, I'm gonna do a long again from up here. So almost to close, so 2 more minutes. If we close this to the upside, this looks good to fly actually. We do want to look at a half hour, how we act off of it, but I believe we are good to go. So targets, like I said, first target would be, this high is of course the first target, that would be TP1, second TP is up here, third TP is up here. Because we want external levels right now. We are in the internal liquidity pool right now, so we want to get to that external level. So 1.5 minutes. Oh, did I just delete my own trade? Yeah. I want to take this one off. Yeah, it is very interesting. It's how to model actually the persons that we are, how to become them actually too. So if you want to have certain outcome in life, you need to know who actually has those things and model them. So if you are getting some sort of outcome, I'm going to give a very easy example. What he actually said as an example was, if you're learning to ride a bike and you're leaning to left or right, and you're constantly not being stable on the bike and falling down, the only thing to actually learn to ride the bike is to let somebody tell you, you have to sit in the middle and sit up straight, and you will learn how to ride a bike. So once you got that interpretation correctly, this is how you also have to interpret how people get certain outcomes. So because they have another mental vision of everything, we need to know how those mental visions are from those people. So a good trader has a certain mental vision. So you have to be able to mentally see trades go good, because this is how you adapt to a good mental vision of good traders. So we need to know the values of a good trader, we need to know how they work, how they operate, and how they actually achieve their goals. Once we can follow those values, we can actually achieve them much faster because they already done it for us. But we have to be a letting go game to pay the price, and the price is exactly the thing that needs to be done. So that's what you have to let go to get there. And it's not always as nice as you think to pay the price, but if it's a labor of love you're doing, you'll pay the price. And the price can be a lot. Can be time, can be adapting completely to now a new version of yourself. It can be multiple things. By the way, that was a close for orb to the upside, so well, this looks like it wants to at least go higher. So my stop was not all the way down. My stop was on a 5 minute, like I said. So this is still my stop. So we now tapped a half hour. Here I want to see us continue at least to these levels. So for anybody in that continuation play, if you traded off that first 15-minute gap, I'm gonna explain why that was not always the best option. So you traded from this gap. It was at a 50 level, so great. Okay, I didn't see it was on a 50 level. I'm not gonna say anything. Perfect entry. So now we did tap the half hour. I do want to see us continue right here. I'm just gonna put my stop to my entry right here. I want to see it continue. So my entry is at 25,647. Yeah. 0.25. Oh no. 673.75. So a little bit lower than this one, but yeah, doesn't matter that much. So this was the only area I saw that we could maybe react off of. So I don't want to see us fly up high right now. Okay, we have a very small lesson today. It's gonna be a short one. I see the computer on the right side of myself. So it's gonna be called Area of Interest. So we all know one area of interest already. That's liquidity. And a second one that we know are fair value gaps. Now they're very important in how we read the market too. First of all, if we are trading and we are trading that continuation up or down, doesn't matter. A continuation trade is a continuation trade, and we are actually having slowly movements up. Once we had a break of structure right here to the downside, or a change in character, actually it is, but just do it, make it easy. Do we short from this position back down? We had a higher time frame showing us we actually are shorting. We actually do not short from here. The reason why is, first of all, we didn't hit fair value of price. Second of all, we didn't hit major area that the market actually wants to go lower. So once we get above that 50 level right here, and we see the market starting shifting, this would have been a possibility that we could have taken a nice trade to long off or to short off. But the more in depth is actually once it hits also an area of interest. We got a lot more than just fair value gaps or liquidity pools that are areas of interest, and I'm gonna go over in depth in the next coming days, one by one. I'm gonna go over them so that you actually can learn them by yourself, rewatch the movies multiple times so that you actually get them fully. Then you will be able to spot them one by one too. You don't need them all to learn. I just want to share them all because they are there. Which are they? They are called breaker blocks order blocks, manipulation blocks. For value gaps, these you already know, liquidity blocks or liquidity zones and wick blocks. So these areas I'm going to go over in depth over all of them, step by step. You'll learn them. This will be added to the course, of course, and this way you will be able to see one by one of them. Then you also will know why certain times I say this is an area that I definitely want long of. The same that I said yesterday, that was an area because multiple confirmations came actually together. And once we have that, we have like an optimal trading zone where there is no possibility that we actually should shift. The only thing that we should do is actually continue that move to the high. And this is going to be an extended lesson. One of them I'm going to take on, so this will take at least 3, 6, at least more than a week to go over one by one of them, and this will be added to the course so that you all can start learning them separately one by one too. That's it for today. Like I said, it was a very short one. For value gaps, I can explain for value gaps if you want to add something for today's course, but I'm gonna keep it to this. So we had a small reaction, we came back now, so we will probably close the 5 minute right here. So now I want to see that continuation. We had a 5 minute for value gap in here, maybe 1 minute just below 2. Yeah, so we're still tapping into 1 minute. So this is again, this was liquidity zone. Multiple liquidities lying over each other. Yeah, if this comes a little bit lower, I'll probably get stopped out because my stop is actually right here at my entry. I'm okay with it. I put it there. I did want to see it move up from here actually. I have no idea. Anybody watched if we had news today? Oh yeah, we got Swiss employment rates adjusted. So I got stopped out right now. Gonna log this trade. It was a 1 hour profit. The quick rate. What time was that? It was 7:30 or something. I entered. Yeah, I took a profit at 7:45 and I got stopped at 8:30. retracement took 1 hour profit. Stop to be and let go of it. Stop me out at B. On trade 65 today. And we're up 28. Still going. Yeah, if you're in at 15, it still didn't tap, so if it continues, the only place that I can see it go is actually where I wanted to see it yesterday. Like I said on stream, this was the only area that I wanted to long off when I actually saw it. Euro's entry was actually correct from yesterday. He had like a 1 minute entry on this, I believe on this lowest candle. He never got tapped, but the previous one did get tapped, so it was rather close for 1 minute ago, and then it moved up, so definitely a trade that you could have taken. I was more patient in seeing it fall to that lower for value gap before we actually entered. That's Orpus a fail, it looks like. I'll close it. And for now, I'm gonna be patient. Not eager to jump in another trade. Made an hour already today, so we're gonna be patient and see how the market actually moves from here. I do have to take a look if I can add those courses on Discord for everybody, so it's easier that you can watch them. Yeah, it swept our last. Pretty strong move down at this point, but still you're in it. You should still be in it in that 15 minutes for value gap. Was strong reaction of that half hour right there. So we took out the first low. Should move up right now, or I was incorrect, and then we're going for the last value gap. So we came in this last for value gap right here at the bottom. Now we're waking up, so we should continue. This is what we want to see. Now here we should continue up higher too. No retracements, just continuing to flush up high. No stopping, anything, we just need a straight move. Okay, so that was a little bit of news that just a minute ago. So to be good, actually, we should stop right here. At this level, we can tap it, and now we should continue. Okay, let's take a look if the market does something where we could enter again. That's a 1 hour. So if the market continues to not yet want to go up, I'm definitely re-entering on this level. So that's a 15-minute. So I'm putting a limit order at this level. If we continue to go down, just under those equal wicks, see if we get some kind of an entry point. Take a look how big that stop is. That's 125 point stop. Okay, that's a decent stop. If I'm online and we take this and we go inside, I'll manage it manually. So that would look like the entry, the stop should be then actually, to be correct, down here. You could then say that this was that full 4-hour move. So that would be under that 50 level, stop would be at the low still. Yeah, so I'm putting a limit order on. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it straight under it. I'm not gonna do the same like yesterday. I wanna have it like 2 points lower and then maybe don't get that entry. So 25,601. That's the only place I can see right now that we can long off if the market continues to go a little bit lower. So how it looks, how it would look actually then is we would long from here, stop at this low. Actually, my main target will be the full outside, so that would be a 2R. Would be nice that we can actually find along the way somewhere to add to this trade. That would be actually a better trade than this, but if I'm online, once we get to that point, we can actually manage that manually so that we can actually enter on a better place or enter it when it starts moving the other direction again. We will see how it happens. Let's take a look. Oh yes, it is that point. It's about at the same level right now. Okay, so guys, wasn't watching the chat. Many people actually asked something. So is 25,155 on Nasdaq a good TP Obito for what trade? 25,511. If you are shorting, I would short it to 25,005. I would short it at least to these equal lows. That would be the first idea. But the market is showing strength to go up, so there's liquidity right here, if you want to know. So we got liquidity under it. So equal lows means a liquidity pool. But actually for me the market's still finished here, so it should actually move up at this point. Took my stop and flush below. Yeah, can have margin. Looks like it's going to Asia low first, and then also that 1 hour valley gap to take the fib from Asia to Asia low price. Please, nice short. Yeah, these are equal lows, so this is indeed Asia low too. That would be main target, I would say. If it wants to continue lower, that would be the target. happened. So also 1 hour right below the huge stop. Yeah, I know. No doubt. Would you enter at the 618 level? Now I only would enter if we actually take this liquidity right here. Then see it sweep Asia low and then continue higher. That would actually be the same entry that I actually said yesterday. I would still take it to the same high. We didn't take out that full liquidity right here. We stopped just below it to reverse from it. No, just be patient, let the market do its thing. Yeah, if I take any other longs, I would just take it straight from that gap that I'm showing. Nothing else actually. I don't see anything else where we could come from. If we hit that gap even. So this is open, by the way, too. Open definitely should actually sweep Asia. And it has the full low of the day to continue up higher. And if it does not, I have actually no idea where it actually stopped then. There was actually no liquidity pool, there was no major area of interest for me. We swept everything already, so. In the meantime, let's take a look where Bitcoin is at. I made the same, I made also equal lows right here. So probably come take this too. That's actually a huge liquidity pool, equal lows. Next coming days will definitely be interesting to see what crypto will do. Or like I said, it's fully done and we're flushed out and we go full bearish mode for the next coming year and a half. So that means by 2028 we get a new bull run, or just before it actually, it will be 27 something, because actually the bull run started at the low of 22. So look, we actually ended, and this was actually only the halving, so we actually started the bull run way faster than people actually imagined, because this was the low and that was the high actually. So 100 days, it's about normal for a bull run. Yeah, for anybody that plays the orb, you have to be able to be happy with the outcome, because orb is just an open break range and you just have to be very okay with how the market moves then, because you cannot go off any special levels. You cannot look at where the liquidity pools are, because you can look, you will reduce trades then. You will not be able to take them all, but if you do this, make sure that you test it also like that in your backtesting, so that you know exactly where certain things are, like major interests, major liquidity pools, where the market should change. I wanted to place a stop above that 15 minutes for value gap. Above. So, but ORP is not even played, so this is, if you play ORP from 9 o'clock, this is ORP of 9 o'clock. It's still, if you traded pre-ORP, yeah, this was 8 o'clock, so we only went to that FEG. That was the only interest place that I saw that we could act off, and we actually did. But if you wanted to play ORP itself, ORP is right here. So this is opening range. The other one was actually pre-ORP. Need to make something for this one too. Let me do that one right now. So I actually right above the pre-ORP. So you wanted to put your stop at a 15 minutes for value gap. This one. So you wanted to put your stop here. Yeah, how to determine it. So if you play a strategy and you see something different in the market, yeah, that's okay. Make sure that you can follow that and repeat the process, that's all. I'm here to show you a process that works. It still needs to fit you. So some people can trade those continuations, some people love ORP, some people love something else. I'm here to show you what works and to make you consistent. It's still up to you which part you take. Make sure that it's fully integrated into your plan, that you know how to enter, where to put your stop, and that you can repeat it. That's all. No, that was strange. It's not the first time that this happened, but sometimes I have a glitch like in my trading view. Everything disappears, it comes back. And always also remember, if you enter on an hourly for value gap, right here, your stop is actually also then on an hourly for value gap. So this should have been your stop, to be fully correct. So it depends on which kind of for value gap you enter, where you actually should place your stop. So because I entered on a 5 minute based right here, I put my stop actually under that wick. This is how I actually got this trade right here. And the small move actually made already that R collected. The smaller the time frame, the smaller the stop of course too. But if you entered on say an hourly for value gap and you want to enter it right here, your stop should be all the way down here. It's going to be a big stop, but this is how it actually works. Just an 85 point stop, still okay. So anybody new to the channel, I'm John by the way, and every morning session, if you watch back the streams, you can actually find in the beginning of the session the educational parts. So every morning in the start, I give a small educational part. If you're in the bootcamp, you get it added to your playlist that you have from me. So it's Thursday. Anybody want to do Q&A in a minute? So anybody has questions or wants to let them review their journal, let me know if you're able to come. Otherwise, I'll make sure that I'm there. So normally this starts in 2 minutes. Oh, that should be 10 and 15. So Discord still didn't change the hourly. So in an hour, I'll have journaling. So I'll watch your journals or do a Q&A. It's recorded, so anybody that's not able to come, you'll see the replay. Yes, did take Asia low right now, so that is he's already here. Hoping Q takes it too. Yeah, if we don't, we start moving up higher. We will be patient for the next 15 minutes to continue, of course. So if anybody loves eating mushrooms, it's actually the time of the year to go to the forest and actually take them. It's a great momentum actually to find them. If you never eaten a wild mushroom, they're actually amazing of taste. I got a lot of nutritions into them too. And believe me, if you don't know which one are healthy and which one are don't, just bake them and you will immediately smell or taste that they are not healthy to eat. You'll not be able to swallow them. You can also recognize that if some animal have eaten from it. So if something eaten yet from it, you'll know too that they are healthy. I'm not sure it's correctly over every country, but right here we can find squirrel bread, eekhoorntjesbrood in Nederland. Very nice one to eat. No magic mushrooms. I really mean just normal eatable without you seeing anything. Yeah, they actually, we always know just one of them, so I only knew one of them. This part was full of gushy mushrooms. Okay, yeah. So the ones that I actually talking about are very healthy. Actually, they have a lot of nutrition inside, and it actually gives your body a nice boost. I'm gonna give myself another drink and go to the bathroom for a second. If my entry gets triggered, I'm in along, of course. It's on the screen. I'm back right now. Let's see if we will take Asia low right now, yes or no. Yes, it's still at Asia low, so let's hope we get that too, that trigger point. Nonetheless, let's be patient for that momentum until it comes. It's only going to be one contract for me to put into this. Otherwise, the stop would be too big to take. So yes, just took it twice. And Q just stalling for about 11 points. Silver's going up nicely again. So next target for silver is all-time high. After that part, we're actually heading to like $70. So be in for it. Been pronouncing silver for a while right now, so we will head to 54. I believe I said the first time it's a good investment around 27, so we're doing great. That's up double. So don't only learn a skill right here to trade. If I see something to invest in, I'll explain it to you why I take it or why I want to invest to it. Metals and common sense always are good to hold for a longer period of time. Same that I said on gold when to enter it. I said a few days ago that we would drop to huge levels. So 2888 was perfect opportunity. We came into a weekly for value gap, daily motion to the downside. Here we are stalling right now. I want to see how we act. Do we continue up? We will take out then 4,162. If we do not and we stop right here and we fall, we come back to this last area here. That would be a good option to enter. In everything, patience is the key. So investment takes time. Anybody that tells you he got rich overnight, dude, please don't believe anything what he says. If you're an investor in any kind of type of investment, if it's crypto or anything else, doesn't matter. It takes at least 5 years to get something nicely out of it. In crypto you can get it in like, if you are really good at time-based entries, so that means really at the low where you got that entry, you can have it like in 2 years, but then you have to take some profits. If you keep it for 5 years and don't take profit at all, you'll have like triple of that previous run. So it's up to you if you want to jump in and jump out, or just do nothing and let that run for yourself. But determine that before you start investing for yourself. So always know why you're doing something and how long you want to hold something. That's rule 101 on investments. To make sure that you are satisfied with no matter movement that comes, so that you can withstand it. And if you ever invest, make sure that you at least have 3 months to 6 months of money laid out aside for anything that happens, so you don't never need to take that investment out when it drops, because then it's gonna cost you more than it actually delivers. And believe me, I've been there too. When I took something out when it was not the time to take it out, but it was out of a must and not out of a wanting to. And it didn't just cost me the percentage that actually money only dropped. It actually cost me more than that. So if anybody is interested for next week's lessons that come online, for the bootcamp, it's going to be reopened. It's about 14 hours of educational purpose. You'll get live calls from me every week, Q&As with me every week. My crypto picks, if I take any right now, I'm a bit at the side based, being patient. Come on NQ, at least give us an entry. Don't be today. I'm not gonna say words, but I believe everybody knows it. Yeah, I know. I've seen it too, Emily. I'm gonna be patient. So if we don't get that entry, I'm okay with it. We're just gonna be patient for the next 15 minutes. We're not gonna jump in right here because I have already a 200 point stop. So this is like 112 point stop. If I put it up here, that makes it like 160 point stop. So I'm not entering a 160 point stop. Yeah, will not agree. Not the best. But still, we keep the same idea. For me, the idea is still that we want to take out that high. The thing is, we are actually just at a 4-hour level, so we still got 2 hours and a half. See if we can hit this. Just gonna be patient, let this market do its thing. And if we are not able to jump in at this level, we will be able to jump in at just a few minutes later or a few hours later. You can see how less strong the candles are getting once we are dropping lower right now. I always said ES is a much cleaner PA than actually Nasdaq. You can see we tapped for value gap, we dropped, we took liquidity right here. We didn't even have equal lows right here. So we dropped, we took out Asia, and now we're stalling a bit, and then we will see, do we continue, yes or no. Would be the same entry actually, I would just take the same. That would have been the low, that entry, and that would have been the stop. Back to the highs. Okay, yesterday we did we did take the high. So this one shows even more strength that we're going up further. On Nasdaq it's less viewable because we got rejected like off this high. Well, on ES we didn't. So ES is the big brother, so this one will show you more clear where the market wants to head to. More clear, clear. Like I said, if we don't get that entry, I'm okay with it. We just be patient until we have a next 5-15 minute movement to the upside and then jump in. We got a better stop then. The trading is not who gets it right, it's just making sure that you can follow your own strategy over and over again. So if you have one, please read your plan. I didn't say that one yet today. And the best traders are the ones that have patience. So look at the skills of a very good trader. What they possessed that maybe you yet do not have. Look at how they watch the market. Look at how they think about their trades. Look about certain things and outcomes that you need to adapt. And then you'll become a good trader. That's where you put your values, where your ideas, your thought processes at. That comes out. But it does need some action too. So reading a book is good. If you don't take actions from the inside of the book course, you're not going to do much with it. Information is potential power. You do need to use it, of course. So it's still at the same level, leaving my long position open. We will see. Having patience. I'm gonna be online for another 15 minutes from now today, so at 4:15 I'm gonna stop, so I got a half-hour break before I do journaling. So anybody that's up for it and has time, you're welcome to join. If you want let me go over your journal and you're not able to come, send it to me so I can go over it at least. Send me a DM. And this is what I talked about yesterday too. So we don't chase the market, we let the market come to us, and this is how you let the market come to yourself. The only thing here, we didn't have that break of structure. Look, on yes, you could see we had a break of structure right here to the upside, and we are having a retest. And that's actually a very clean entry where it would be right now. So this was the full move that we took on a higher time frame, of course. That was the full retest, and then we continue. It hit fair value gap, it hit liquidity pool, so it had multiple confirmations. If it wants to go up, it should be right here. Still being patient. So I'm placing the next audiobook online today, so if you're wanting to listen to it, it will be online by the evening. If anybody has an idea of which book you would like to listen to next, you're always welcome to share one that you actually want to listen to. We're a new month, so giving a new book. Just being here in the group will give you at least 12 educational books a year. That's worth how much? $20 per book, something. So that's about a value of $240 every year that you get from us. Just something like that. Without me doing anything actually, just sharing. Yeah, and paying it, of course. So a lifetime access to our membership will be something that is more than the value that it will ever cost. And if you can't pay it in one time, we can schedule something in that you actually can pay it in multiple times too. Oh my, what relaxing. Yeah, I thought so you would come too. Whoa, was so German. This hangs on my shirt. Have you been patient on something of news? Do we have any news left? 10 o'clock we have some key policy rates. And at 1 we have some statements. And the Fed is speaking in the afternoon session at 5 o'clock, so I will have something too. But normally we should be okay. It's only a yellow folder, so not much that it actually should do to the market. We're just making a rectangle right now, so we're still in even the morning orb. We didn't even breach it yet. So we're still making liquidity on both sides right now. Once we create, like now we're creating like a swing low. So a swing low means actually, no, we have equals here. So no swing low yet on a 15-minute. A swing low means we have one wick that's longer and two have like this. So lower, lower, and the higher one, this indicates that the market could shift. So, but these are equal actually. We just took out the upper part of the liquidity pool on a 5-minute based. As long as the market does not show your hand right now where to go to, we just leave open that limit order. We do not do anything until the market shows you its volume where it wants to go to. So it's important that you always stay relaxed behind the charts. It doesn't matter, this chart will be here every day. So keep that in mind. You've been here for a while already, so you'll learn along the way to let go. If the market shows you something or it doesn't show you anything, just be okay with it, no matter what the market does. And if we get that entry as a no, that's also okay. We definitely have another option a bit later on, of course. Look, yes, it's still at the same pace, so nothing happened here too. So we know that the market wants to go up. Now we just need to be okay with the market, tapping our entry, yes or no. This is how you become actually a very disciplined a trader. By just watching, seeing the market do its thing, and then come back to your entry over and over again. I know it's not fun to see the market move at a certain. Look, for me the same. Yesterday I felt it too. So that was a long time that I felt this kind of emotion. I was able to not jump in it. That was okay, but once this came and it hit, missed our entry for about 20 points, I felt it that this move was good, but I also felt the emotion that went into it. So I withstand it, I let go of it, didn't do anything, and just was okay with it. Because this is how you would chase a market, and you don't want to chase a market, you just want to let it come to you to enter it. Look, this doesn't happen often. Once we see equal lows got created right here, and then we don't sweep Asia, that doesn't happen often. Most of the times once London starts moving, we actually sweep it, and then we continue. Look, here's the chart again. And now if it moves without us, okay, we just wait for the next 15 minutes to come, then enter it. We have a smaller stop probably than this one, and then continue to the same high. So we want to see us take it to the highs, so that would be this high at least, and no matter where you enter it, you'll still have a very good trade. So we would take it to 25,878 at least, maybe even higher. Because if we start moving good, these are equal highs for me, or as good as equal highs, so that would be the target. This is a major liquidity pool just above it. That was the same way I said yesterday to come to this area on a 15-minute base. There was a fair value gap and a huge amount of liquidity along the way that we took out. Because this was trendline liquidity too. I didn't mention that, but I saw it. So, and this one wasn't fit to that. So if I put it up here, look, you could see that we missed it. So this is why I said that level. The most liquidity was being taken. And if the market wants to have some form of a little bit return, it probably will take the high, but not everything. So I just wanted to be sure that we would have profit. Same for the orb. So anybody that took the orb yesterday in the afternoon session, it went straight to your TP. You did have to have some patience because we opened very nicely, and then we had a very slow movement up. But we still moved like 170 points, so definitely a decent move. At least 151 points. So that even if you took this with a one contract, that would be a $300 profit. So. Okay, my limit order is up. That will be it for me today. I'll see you all in about a half hour in bootcamp, in the Q&A on Discord. See you back then. I'm gonna take a break from the screen right now, otherwise I'm gonna see only candles anymore today. I do want to see something else. So wish you a good trading session. You see the limit order is up. If we continue up higher and see any 15 minutes to jump in, I will let you know on Discord if I see anything. If not, my limit order is in. You see where it is. Stop is at the low of this 15-minute wick. Target is first of all here. If we get that to that high, or even would take it up higher to 26,000 level, make it to this one. ES was the cleaner move. He did take it, so we're at about the same level from ES right now still. We will see. If it hits, we would be in. If not, we will be patient for the next movement that we can jump in. Wish you all a great training session for the rest of the morning session. See you back in about half hour in Bootcamp and Discord.